Maya Erskine is hinting that she may be returning for Mr. and Mrs. Smith Season 2, although she also doesn't want to ruin anything. Erskine played Jane Smith/Alana alongside Donald Glover's John Smith/Michael in the first season of Amazon Prime Video's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which premiered in February 2024. A second season is in the works, though it's unclear whether or not Erskine and Glover will return. It was initially reported that Erskine and Glover would not star in the second season. However, showrunner Francesca Sloan told Entertainment Weekly in May 2024 that those reports may be incorrect. "I was just talking to Donald last night about this, and we were laughing, because one of the pieces of press said, 'according to our sources,' and we're like, 'who are these sources?'" Sloan said at the time. "We wrote a cliffhanger. We thought about it long and hard. It was one of the first things that we wrote. Why in the world, we haven't said anything, but why in the world would we ruin a cliffhanger based on a headline?" So far, the only cast member who has been confirmed for Mr. and Mrs. Smith Season 2 is Honora's Mark Eidelstein, who will be playing a new Mr. Smith. Speaking with Entertainment Weekly, Erskine discussed what she would like to see from the second season. "What's exciting to me is seeing how the relationships evolve," she said. "So even if it's not this John and Jane, if it's another John and Jane, if it is our John and Jane, how it evolves, the idea of a relationship, all the things that happen in a relationship, how they deal with the topic of kids or domesticating, all against the spy backdrop, all of that. If they can keep finding more of those, I think that's where the gold is in this show, the nuances that are in a relationship and seeing how that juxtaposes with the spy world." Addressing the conflicting reports about whether or not Alana will be back, Erskine said, "I totally understand why there's speculation. It was funny when the article came out proclaiming that we're not in it because there was no announcement made. But Fran said it best. She talked about how it's sort of like Christmas, don't open the presents until it's Christmas Day. You don't need to peek inside. I'm trying to follow along in their footsteps because I have a big mouth, and if I could, I would just say everything right now, but I can't. I don't want to ruin it." A premiere date for Mr. and Mrs. Smith Season 2 has not yet been announced.